Previously on Tomorrow's End.
That won't be in this episode. That'll be in one of the in-between episodes where things go completely fucking sideways.
Happy that you hit him in the groin.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that's not going to end well for the women folk.
I haven't. You know I haven't.
Wait, a plus 20 to shoot me?
So you guys going to do something, or is the GM going to start rolling dice?
Welcome to Morrows End, a live play podcast set in the Morrow Project universe. Episode 12, Promised You a Miracle. The team discovers that the town has a hidden danger right underneath their noses, while Will and Doc try and find a way to keep the wolves away.
What I think makes the most sense here is we asked some of the locals if they saw what took them.
Or if they've seen what has taken in
Or
the
just
past,
let him wander
presumably.
around. I mean,
Same,
he's in his
yeah.
hometown. He's not going to hurt anybody.
I know, but we might want to see what he's got. There might be something useful
Yeah,
there.
he may have a journal.
All right, sure.
You're going to loot the old man?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're
Yes.
going to encourage
Yeah,
him to talk to us.
And I'm going to
No.
loot the old man.
No, I won't
We
loot him.
can just take notes on what he owns. Like, oh, how
It's like a
interesting
Love
he has
Boat
this
episode.
thing.
We branch off in two different
We're tracking.
groups.
We're
Yeah,
tracking
I got
with
you.
the old man.
We break off in two different groups. They go deal with the old man, and then we over here. No, not Gopher. The bartender. Who the hell's the bartender? And then we'll us three idiots over here. We'll go try and get information on the wolves, and then you can try and.
You're
edit it
staying
and-
within the walls?
Yeah. Well.
Okay,
duh.
so it's not going to be a lethal party split. Okay.
No.
Well, let's start with the group that's going to torment the old man.
I'm going to torment him.
No, not
So
at
you're
all.
just going to follow him around, or are you going to try
No,
to...
we're going to start, we're going to be like, hey, where's your
Just
house?
gonna make him
We're gonna check
relive
to
all
see
the
if your
horrible
cat's
things in
come
his
home
life.
yet. Because, first thing you always do when they go out looking for him is the cat just came home and started eating. So we should check there first if we're going to look for your kitty.
Okay, I think it's over here.
Okay, we'll follow you, man. And I'm going to start telling him stories about my cat before I, went into the deep freeze.
No, that's not my house. I don't think it's my house.
You know what? I'm going to try 3 more houses, and I'm just going to leave you to do your thing, old man. Is that your house?
The dice are not liking you.
How about that? Is that your house, sir? Nope. All right.
Who are you?
Never mind. You have a good day, sir.
Oh, even worse.
All right. I'm just going to leave him.
You're
I'm just
the
going to
worst
walk
card
back.
magician ever.
Oh my. All right,
Done.
well, the old man's wandering along. You were basically wandering along, and he somehow lost you.
Fucking fine. I'm just going to try to find my way back to the throngs of people who are crowding
Somebody
around our
has to know
striker.
where this
Oh,
old
yeah, there's
bastard
a bunch of children
Yeah.
now climbing all over the striker and pounding on it with sticks and poking at
You
things.
fall off. It's
It's
not
not
our
safe.
fault.
Well, you've got Guy out there who's currently having a conniption because people are touching his vehicle.
I'm going to chuckle and leave him to that.
Get the hell down. Get down. I'm going to break that.
That's not a toy.
I'm going to tug on Doc's sleeve. So about that Imodium, sir.
Oh, you have no problem, all right?
I want to have some of that stew, and I don't want to have Mr. DM rolling on the fucking...
I get to roll?
No.
You already crammed down a bunch.
I have it. I eat.
How
He
much-
ate
have-
2 bowls. He pulled me
Yeah,
away before I could
neither
get
one
any.
of us has eaten yet.
These 3 can eat all they want because they've been eating out here for years.
Yep.
You've had some?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Remember,
this-
I kept hovering around them, and then
Okay.
Doc pulled me away for our team meetup before I could get any, and I was mad about it. And
And
I
this is how we lose Guy right here.
He shits himself to death.
Oh, crap, I do have to roll for him. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Rolling for crap.
81.
While he's poking at the children, suddenly he just has to leave immediately.
No.
And he stumbles across the old man's house.
He doesn't make it that far.
Yeah, you guys actually see Guy trying to chase children off of it, and the look on his face, he suddenly turns white and says that he has to go. And you see him
Right
run somewhere.
How's
Poor
that
guy.
stew sound? Sound pretty good, doesn't it?
But you said something about Imodium,
Just-
right? Like,
just
that'll be
watch him
okay.
run.
It's like
Watch
Beano,
him
right?
run.
As long as you eat it before
He's
the
gonna
meal.
have one of those shits where he doesn't have any bones left.
That stew was pretty
Correct.
good.
Shit so bad you shit your bones out.
And that's how the Canadian space program was begun.
Had corn for 200
fucking
years.
It is still there. The corn reserves are down.
Unfortunately, he's got a very mild case, and he's not going to die.
Very mild.
Very mild. Only going to last a day.
Notice he said unfortunately.
Yeah. So, need a little something to help you get through the stew?
You just got to hack
I'm
it.
doing this on MREs. I'll pass.
That's just delaying the inevitable. You just got to hack it.
Nope. I'm taking the
There you
Imodium.
go.
Okay, it's
I'm
going to
going to
catch up
wash it
with
down
you.
with a little moonshine, and then I'm going to go get a bowl of
Just to
grub.
make sure
It's going to
everything's
catch
sterile.
up with you.
And then I'm going to have me a bowl of fucking people stew. I don't care.
Okay, she
Going
lost
to
the
get
old
bubble
man.
guts. I'm just saying.
Guy's currently
We'll track him down.
destroying the bushes. You guys were going to be talking to the locals.
Yeah, some of the guys that were running guns before.
Okay. There's a couple of guys by the rear gate. It's open because now it's daytime and people are going out to try to do any work in the fields out around it.
As we come up, I'll have a look at their weaponry.
The one guard has what looks like a hand-built crossbow. They're using some kind of metal for the bow.
Like an old car leaf spring.
Yeah. Very basic, looks like a medieval one because they're very easy to build.
That's a notch lock, more than likely.
The other guy has a very old M16.
I'll approach him.
Okay.
So, seemed pretty handy with that thing. How long you had that?
Oh, I got it when I mustered in. I when we turn 18, you have to serve as guard for 2 years.
Oh, right on. Well, you know, I'm pretty handy with
Serve as, not
Serve it.
service.
Yeah.
Got
You
it.
got to service the guards.
Got it.
It's your day in the barrel.
I like how it's Canadian, too.
No, I'm not Canadian. God damn
I was
it.
going to say, this always goes back to those damn Canadians. doesn't it?
Every time.
No, he's from the UPA.
No, it's we're shown how to use it, and it has to. I'm not smart enough to fix it, so we take it to the still area, and he knows how to fix them.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go talk to him. Has he shown you how to clean it yet?
You got to clean them.
Yeah, it helps. It makes him shoot better.
Well, you look, and it does not have a standard magazine. It's got something else in that location, and it looks like the bolt has been modified to almost be a single. There's no. The way it's operated, you pull it, you put it around, you snap it, and you shoot. It's now a single action
Okay.
instead of a full.
That's reasonable. It keeps
So-
him from wasting ammo.
Yeah, that and also trying to produce springs for magazines is going to be a little difficult.
Pain in the ass, yes. Having attempted this before, it's a pain in the ass.
It's incredibly worn. The stock is obviously a mismatch of wood and other things that have been shaped. The barrel looks ballooned near the chamber.
That's exciting.
You can tell these things have been used for a very, very long time.
That's exciting. So, tell me, did you were you on watch when they after the fight when they came and got the dead ones?
Well, they're never there in the morning.
Have you ever seen what takes them?
There's rumors. I've never seen them.
So, what's the rumor say?
Some of the old guys say that they just get up or drag themselves off the battlefield. Others say that other wolves come in and drag them away.
Probably a little bit of both.
That's exciting.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Oh, trust me, it does.
Who's ahead of this?
I have a weird fetish.
The guards here. I just need to know who's head of the guards here.
Doc,
Yeah,
we have some spare guns we could give them.
I know, but before we do, I gotta
No, I'm just saying.
want to
just
search
keep,
on something.
Keep that in your mind.
Oh, what other trade goods can I offer this fucking backwards ass savage?
If you talk to enough of the guards, you pretty much get the same story from the rest of them. Very few people have actually seen what's happened because they always only attack at night, and by morning, the bodies are gone.
Well, they have alcohol. We have a couple of engineers. They're going to have lights and sea soon. When we have some downtime, that's going to be one of the things we do is help their engineer build a. I'm sure they've got a.
They happen to have lots of fuel.
Well, I'm sure they've got a generator around here somewhere too, because we've seen some things that indicate they have some power tools.
Well, I've already started work on the new still and repairing the existing still.
yeah,
That was one of
upgrading.
the things I did
But
2 sessions ago.
Yeah, but if we can get them a light system, that is tremendously useful.
Oh, yeah.
Carbon arc is trivial to make.
Exactly. Either carbon arc or even for that matter, hot wire.
Mm-hmm.
Hot wire is not difficult.
Now, Ashcan,
Yeah.
you're usually a man of action. You going to go out and look closer, or you going to hide behind your cross and holy water?
Oh, snap. The GM just challenged you.
While they're talking to the guards, I'll go to one of the closest areas to the gate to where one of the wolves was dropped
They were
and
right up on the
investigate.
wall. I think.
Okay.
There was some that died right on the wall, so you should be able to lean your head out.
Yep, there's a nice big splatter. There's an arrow still in the wall. Oh, no, wait, he got blown up.
A little.
A little blown up.
What are you looking at me for?
You were the one doing the spray and pray.
What are you looking at me for?
I shot one with an arrow, a couple with arrows.
And it was nicely done.
Thank you.
We had 7
Thank you.
successes.
Unlike
All right.
Mr. Musket over there.
You go over to investigate, and you find you find where one was heavily injured,
Here, let me lob a cannonball at
and there is a blood trail.
Heading back towards the woods, I assume.
Yes.
Does it appear to be going on its own or being
No,
drugged?
it does not look like it was going on its own. Something had to have dragged it. You can tell from the amount of blood loss from the splatter on the wall and everything else that this thing could not have been moving on its own.
We did see some footprints around there, too.
I'll go to another spot and see what I can find. If I can find like footprints or signs of something grabbing a hold of the dead one and dragging it.
Okay.
Either they're using their mouths or they actually have hands, which would be scary. 2 successes.
You can tell that this one got itself up, and you can tell it was walking on its own but dragging a limb. So you can, from what you've so far gathered, something retrieved one and one made it off on its own.
All right, I'll go to a third
the
spot
bunny.
and check it. 2 more successes.
Okay. This one also had a lot of blood, with a blood trail leading off into the woods. This one looks like 2 or more wolves were beside it, beside the drag, as if they were
Holding it up or...
working together with it.
Once I'm done checking those spots, I'll come back in the gate and let Will and Doc know what I find, and then
Did you remove your radio again?
possibly propose going into the woods and following the tracks.
Yes, he did. When Guy's done crapping himself, he'll clip another one to him. The Ashcan returns back in, looking more confused, and reports that he's found more evidence of either wolves helping wolves off of back into the woods or crawling back themselves.
Those are some tough sons of bitches.
I said we're going to need some silver, white oak, and some sage.
Sage is challenging because it doesn't grow around here.
Oh, the white oak would be good for making whiskey.
Dual
I would like
purpose.
to
Go finish shitting,
second
guy.
that.
So let's say if we can get those things, we need to go hunting.
Other quick question. Do we get to sleep tonight, or is this another night we're just going to have to take one for the team?
We sleep during the
Yeah,
daytime.
go fuck yourself,
No,
Doc. While you were
no.
sleeping, we were fighting giant fucking wolves, so I hope you're pleased with yourself.
We sleep.
Shapeshifters.
We sleep during the
Not
daytime.
wolves.
Shapeshifters.
They come at night.
So tell us, why do we need this stuff? What are we going to do with this?
If they come at night, wouldn't
Kill
it be better
'em.
to find them while they're like sleeping during the day and then
So
just
you're
like
saying they're
blow up their
werewolves.
fucking dens? I'm just saying. We've got explosives.
That's a concept.
Let's
We
just chuck
don't-
some grenades into their dens and kill them while they're sleeping.
We've been awake for how long? I mean, it's been a while since we've had a nap.
You know,
I've slept.
Yeah.
you know,
I don't
there are some-
really feel gung ho about going out and playing with high explosives with little sleep.
Yeah, no, I would love
well,
to
it's
take a
morning
nap.
time, right?
Yeah, it's morning.
All right. Well, if they don't show up in the daylight, what the fuck are we standing around here drawing our monkey faces? Let's get some naps in, or you all can get some naps in.
Fend off the wolves tomorrow night, and then the following morning we can go find
We
them.
go in the early evening looking for them.
Oh, Jesus, while they're awake. Okay.
Well, they'll be coming out,
Right,
so we should be
exactly.
able to find them. And they
Okay.
left tracks. It should be easy to.
Yeah. Well, we've got the best tracker and hereabouts.
Assuming
it won't be
the
hard to
tracks don't
find 'em.
change shape on us.
No.
All right, so everybody's
just
going to...
as a forewarning, if shit goes sideways, we're going to shoot Ashcan in the ass and then leave him there to be ate on while we run.
Deal.
Done.
I'd like to volunteer to pull
Ask
that trigger,
blood.
sir.
I got a little bit of issue with that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Smidge there.
Yeah,
How's that man stew treating you?
it's good stuff.
Huh? Man ball stew over there?
I should try some.
Thanks.
Balls are potatoes.
Wash it down with a moose ball milkshake.
Right.
Pesties.
What the fuck was that?
Last time on Tomorrow's
Testes.
End, that was a ringtone if ever I heard one, is what that was.
You know, I once
Text alert.
made a guy kiss a set of testicles that were taken off of a steer or off of a cow of a bull made to a steer because we were going to make Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, God.
I kept slapping him against his
And
face.
it's better if you
and then-
pick your own, or what? Like a lobster?
Because I'm holding him and I'm slapping him against his face like that. And he goes, I'm going to hit you. And I go, if you want to eat, you're going to have to kiss him. So I kept doing it. He said, fuck you. I said, oh, you got some money to go get yourself something to eat?
We're all taking a nap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hipsters are building
Fuck
walls.
yes.
Doc's
No,
still
I'm
awake.
Okay.
And Charlie's probably still awake, too.
Doc and Charlie have slept enough, so you guys are going to be left
All right, I could be awake,
unsupervised
but-
in the town.
In their
Right.
defense, they were unsupervised.
I'm not going to be in the town.
I'm heading
I
to
might
the
do.
bar.
I will do this. I will set up for the day. I'll do some general checkups if anybody would like to come from town to see what kind. Basically, I'm just
Find out
gonna
how dying they are.
So
Physical
we're gonna-
checkup is no fun from the neck up.
right? So I'll let them parade through. Also, I'll be making note of what kind of local diseases are more prevalent, what kind of genetic disorders are popping up, who does and who doesn't have, asthma, or if we're seeing goiter issues. If we're not seeing goiter issues, as to why. You're
You're like 15 miles from where this whole thing started, so it should be the same in theory.
always in theory. But again, this is a closed society.
Right,
There's
true.
not lots of trade
True.
going on. We're not,
Well,
raiding one another's villages for good breeding stock.
They
so.
mentioned the truckers, so you might want to see if you can get some more intel on that if you haven't seen them before.
All right.
I'm going to head to the local drink place and sit and talk to people and have a drink because you know what? I'm in kind of pain and that helps.
8 successes.
Okay. You are already noticing a trend of vitamin D deficiencies?
Interesting.
They're not getting out in the sun enough?
Yeah. That's
Or the
interesting.
sun's not providing as much vitamin D as it used
That's
to.
exactly it.
They
Or
sleep
something-
during the day too.
Or something is...
Guys, maybe they're vampires.
Or
there you go.
maybe they're the wolves. No, that doesn't work.
Well, I
It's
mean,
that
if they're
weird-
vitamin D deficient,
No,
clearly
it's that weird salt-sucking creature from
it
Star
must be
Trek.
vampires.
Must be.
Interesting.
Vampires versus werewolves.
Really? You're going to go that direction with this?
Awesome. I'm so into it.
I have no idea what's going on.
Elaborate.
No. If you're going to say a vitamin D deficiency, there's only a few things.
I'm saying.
Vampires versus werewolves. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh,
No.
I walk right into the old rig, dig out the old Geiger counter, pow, start looking over. I want to see what kind of if there's any true heavy metals floating.
Yes.
Fuck. Oh no, that'd be
You gotta
Are we
get
getting
you
some
don't know if I can just
ASMR
push the button, dude.
recordings now?
all right. How's
right
your
now,
bone disease?
I'm making Geiger counter noises.
How would you do that without being invasive?
Oh, real easy. Is there any is there
Laparoscopically.
any osteoporosis unaccounted for in anybody between the ages of 18 and
Yes.
40 that are non-female?
Oh.
If they are female, how many out of them are childbearing years?
If they're 18.
You find that there is more osteoporosis than you should expect.
That's what I thought. How about in the men? Same thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. We got a little problem with these folks.
What kind of problem?
We're not eating any more food
Oh, no.
from these folks.
Are you playing around with the Geiger counter and trying to find the source?
I'm not yet. I just
took
want
it
to
away.
find out if they're hitting it. But after that, yes, I will go looking.
More of your findings point closer to what you're thinking. And when you start...
Radioactive cook pot.
No.
Would have been easier, but
Those were out of stock at giantrubberdick.com.
Does that mean I'm not allowed to drink either?
actually, that'll be good for you.
Okay.
Believe it or not. I think we're all going to be drinking a lot.
Safe.
You locate it, especially when you go find the food.
Right.
Yes.
The
The food
still
has
is radioactive.
it's not a very high radioactivity, but it's there.
Is it based in corn? Is it the animal flesh? What are we looking at?
Is it
The
in
water.
the water?
Stew, I thought.
Fucking water.
Yeah.
All right. Where are they getting the water from? A well?
They've got 2 wells.
Both?
One. The other well is always used for the stills.
All right.
It's a deeper well.
When Alphonse ever wakes up, I'm going to explain to him that one of his wells is poisoned, and I will start kind of expressing this to anybody who will listen or trying to find. More or less what I'm going to do is I'm going to start
Hey, Doc.
even better.
A little reminder for you. Remember we checked the air quality is much better than when we went in? What if there's something in the well itself?
That's what I'm saying. That's what the well's
Compromised.
It's compromised. The idea right now is what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a couple of the
Might be fixable.
Well, correct, but I'm not going to do it in the next few hours while you guys are napping.
Oh, come on. You want to go fishing?
So, right. Oh, look, it's a deep one. Thanks, fucker.
Like your mom.
God, it's getting rough out here today.
I think the term instigator is why.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to locate a couple of the older ladies, maybe main cooks in town. Have a little heart-to-heart with them, if I could.
Okay.
I can't do the little old lady very easily.
No, but you got leprechaun down pat.
Totally.
Get away from my pot of gold!
They're always after me Lucky Charms.
You bitches.
You have a quick discussion, and they understand what you're talking about. They explain that there's 2 wells in the town. The main one, which is a stone shallow well, and then there's a special well that's used for the distillery. It's older. They never use that because it's not easy to get to.
And the main one is the one that's poisoned. Why is it not easy to get to?
Oh, because it's piped into the distillery. When you go locate
It's the distillery's private well.
the distillery private well is closer to a standard 20th century well. A casing.
Gotcha.
It looks like it was drilled.
So they're further down. Well, this one was hand dug, which is where they probably picked it up. All right. I'm almost assuming we got a radon or just some light contamination. This isn't over the fucking top.
You're not sure what exactly. You would have to take a sample back into the striker and run tests.
Well, I can always get a water sample, but
or Samson dropped something in the well.
What I'll do.
Are there blue people in the well?
Hi.
Yes, blue meanies all over.
Yep, we're leaving.
Yep.
We're leaving this side of the state.
So, what we're going to do then is I'll go look at the other well where the distillery is.
Okay.
Just do a cursory exam, obviously.
You find a spot where you can get water. You got water pressure. So
artisanal.
That's what you found is that distillery is using an artesian well. So it's deep.
All right. I'm going to sit and try to make these, make the determinations and try to convince some folks because of what's going on. I'm going to appeal to the ladies of the town, as it were. Look here, ma'am. Bet you've been around for a while and you watch a lot of these older ladies and a lot of these newer ladies breaking their bones a little easier than what it should be. Well, I can explain to you why, and it's because of what's in the water of that well. If you and your folks will just use that other well, I know it's difficult to get to. If you use the other one, you're going to clear up real fast.
They seem to absolutely believe you, and you're able to explain it in a way along with that to make them understand that the other one is either poisoned or in terms that this will make you sick. This one will not.
Right.
They understand that. And it sounds like that it absolutely looks like they're getting
all right.
The point of what you're trying to pass across to them.
Well,
then I'm going to go back over to the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to break out.
We got a mass spectrometer if you want to.
We got 4 bottles of Prussian Blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set these for, they start now, 2, at least draw out. It'll draw out in the younger, at least in the childbearing years. I'm going to start a little regiment on them, start giving it to them once every 2 days. How many people are in this village?
There's a total of 36 in this village.
Oh, hell yeah. I can basically cure this if they stay the fuck out of that well. They don't need lots. It's all, it's for iodine, or it's for thyroid issues too, but at least it'll pull most of the shit out.
Was it potassium iodide?
Yeah, it's Prussian Blue. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to
turn everybody's pee green for a few days. But
a little quick aside, this is being done. A viewer wrote in to one of our different social media points that they pictured Doc as looking like Sam Elliott, so that's why it's easy for him to talk women into it.
God, if only. Well, I look like Sam Elliott. You'd even sleep with me.
Well,
that's a fucking fact.
Possible.
Yeah, because I just talked to you, and you'd be like, all right, whatever you need to do.
I pointed out in the response that, the player actually looks like evil Elvis.
So do you take any samples of the water?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've got some isolated samples.
Yeah, isolated samples. You put them in the machine, you let it run. Everybody basically wakes up. You see Doc over at the science station looking concerned.
Doc, you look concerned.
What you got going on over there?
And the machine goes and gives you a result. Contamination, plutonium, uranium,
There's something in
reactor
that well.
byproducts.
Motherfucker.
He buried, remember he said he buried the striker?
Wonder if he did bury it over here.
Well, he said like 10 miles away, but
Plutonium,
I
you
think,
say?
I can't remember. I just woke up.
And uranium.
Fascinating.
Either that or it's a natural outcropping. Where the fuck are... Hold
Not
on.
Michigan.
Yeah, not over there.
You know, if we find their old striker, there's probably quite a lot of that we can cannibalize.
Or a warhead that didn't fire.
Or that.
Or what's a half-life look like?
Science station.
It's not that old. Half-life of plutonium and uranium
Is forever.
but it's...
But you can gauge it down to how many years it's been around. Even if I took a square shot out of it, let me guess, it's about 230 years old. Yeah, they've been dumping. That's what they were doing. Wonder if they got...
Can't we just pipe into the existing well that has the clean water and just build them a new well and call
Which
it
is
a day?
what we'll end up having to do.
Yeah.
And if we did that, we're going to have to find some pipe. We're going to have to make sure it's clean. We're going to have
You
to...
have the equipment on board that you could probably try to figure out because of how narrow...
Well, where's that engineer at?
I'm right here.
Yeah, between
I'm
you and the
smoke up.
engineer and the equipment on board, you guys could drill some shallow holes and try to figure out the direction of the water flow.
Yeah, but we're going to have to drill holes outside of the wall.
Yes, you will.
And this
Do it in the
was
middle of the
goal.
night.
So while we're drilling, we're going to have Overwatch.
This is real easy. I got this.
Okay.
We're going to set up lots of lights. And I'll put the UV lights.
You don't
bulbs in
have
it.
a whole lot of lights.
But should we just go looking for the
UV.
wolves first?
Wait.
UV lights, baby.
Wait. What time is it?
Early afternoon, 4 o'clock.
I can have
We're gonna find out
Excite
if
the
this-
fuck out of all of this shit.
I can have carbon arc lamps tonight, and that puts out all kinds of UV. Alex, if you give me a hand,
Yeah.
it's crafting
thing.
time.
Oh,
You guys are going
my
to power
favorite.
up from the Striker's reactor?
Shouldn't need
Of
What's
to.
that?
course.
Your phone just did flashy flash.
Shouldn't need to.
Remember, you have limited fuel. Because
Well,
I was a dick.
I'm very aware of that, but we also have a bunch of extra batteries.
Well, don't they have a generator here? We could just tap into their generator.
You
Yeah.
haven't found one.
We haven't found one yet, but there's the indication there's power tools somewhere in the region. Mm-hmm. We're going to go talk to the armorer first and see what they have.
That would be the gentleman who runs the stills, basically the distillery.
Yeah.
He's got a basic forge. He understands how to move black metal. He does not understand how to move any white metals. Things like aluminum, copper, things like that confuse him.
Speaking of piping, this area is really heavy with clay, right? So in theory, we could do ceramics.
Good call.
Why not make ceramic piping? I mean, Will's got all of the
It would be
information we
much
need.
better because even if we did get contaminated, the ceramic in
It's
its
a
initial
natural-
point will start pulling a lot of the heavy metals right the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
out.
a
Right.
natural filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Could I make myself
And you-
useful
and it-
by seeing if we can find somebody who knows about a generator around here?
Actually,
You know the other thing. So we could teach these fucking people how to make it.
Oh, if we have people able to do a kiln and we have a couple ceramics masters.
We could do that.
This
This could be our
shit-
first. This be the first mission we could actually go on and do.
what would you actually say, Doc? I missed it.
We're going to teach these people how to make ceramics.
Absolutely, because there's all kinds of good uses there.
Exactly.
They have alcohol. If you have ceramics and alcohol, you have fire bombs. Fuck you. Yeah, that's where I went. That's the first thing I went to. So what?
Molotov.
Teach him how to
I
make
think he just got
styrofoam and
upset.
gasoline.
Oh, no, I don't want gasoline. I want alcohol. Invisible fire.
You want that blue fire.
Okay, so
That fire
the
you
GM's
can't
going to
see.
start moving the clock forward if...
Yeah, we will basically start prepping for another attack, setting the lights up on the walls.
Okay.
Our lights, I'll run off the generator. If I can come up with a means to run the carbon arc lights off from some of the batteries that we've gotten.
Your batteries are not going to be strong enough to run them very long. If you ran it off of the Striker's reactor, you could run them all night.
We'll put a switch on them because I don't want to run them all night. Only when they're needed.
Well, I'm going to go make myself intimately familiar with the well system that pipes into the distillery.
You're gonna go play with some piping.
Yeah, and I'm going to start drawing myself diagram of how it's already set up and start planning where I'm going to set up a secondary well in the town.
Ashcan, could you give me a hand with these lights and stuff? Because I'm going to actually have you do some looking as far as shooting lanes and stuff go.
All right.
As the evening goes on, you find that the well system is actually ductile iron pipe. And the parts where they were missing, someone rolled copper to make copper piping.
Nice.
Yes.
Copper comes from the UP. Don't worry about it.
In other places.
Oh, yeah, there's some over there, but not a huge
You can
amount.
tell that someone at one point Absolutely. The only way that all these stills or everything were made, someone knew how to move white metals. Someone knew how to deal with things that were not a standard steel.
We can teach them that. It's just going to take time.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, the tools, everything that's needed to do that is there. It's just who the person in charge of it now doesn't know. They're doing everything from memory.
Do they
from
know
what they were taught?
Who used to know?
Yes. His grandfather used to know.
Okay.
And he left a diary which she went through.
Remember that.
So, and there was information in there on the still building and maintenance. So there was information in there for how to do it.
Because she was using that as a model to improve the efficiency.
Yep.
Whereas the guy that's currently in charge of it, he cannot read very well. He can follow directions and simple diagrams, which was enough in there for him to continue, but nothing to improve. Basically, just barely keep everything running. This is an artisanal well, and from what you can tell, there's almost 20 to 30 psi of water pressure.
Holy Christ.
Goodness. Hell yeah. We can easily set up a second well with this. No problem.
Actually, you could almost use that well to dig a well.
Yeah, I was going to say we could use it as a water jet. We could we could hydro drill.
That solves a lot of our problems in terms of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
And it
Oh,
is.
you're thinking water wheel, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, just use a turbine. You can come up with a turbine.
Yeah.
The water that's coming out of that well for the distillery is incredibly clean, as you would expect out of an artesian well.
Yes. Yep. Okay. I'm going to just start drawing up plans then for how we're going to create this hydraulic system.
We done made holy water.
As the night goes on, you hear shrieks of aha out of the distillery, and all of a sudden running around and lots of things being moved around.
As long as there's not an explosion, I don't care.
You guys get the at least 4 lights
Arcs
fabricated.
about.
Arcs fabricated. Yeah. There's obviously no reflector.
One for each tower, though.
You'd have to start stealing parts. But
I don't need the reflectors as much as I need that really brilliant, vivid UV that we can't see that animals can.
Okay.
And IR.
You've got to be able to cover. It's going to be massive floods. You're not going to get massive throw, but you're going to get.
It's a free air arc lamp.
Right.
It's going to be a micro sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if they actually had a reflector and everything, you'd be able to go out hundreds, maybe even 1,000 feet easily.
Wow.
With the bright, so you're not going to get the range. And it is now close to twilight. Yes, Doc.
I think making a reflector wouldn't be too difficult.
Well, you'd have to steal existing parts to do it.
No.
Not if we find the other striker.
No.
Wait a minute. We got blankets, don't we?
Exactly what I was thinking.
We can make parabolics.
Blankets.
The Mylar
Well, we
blankets.
can make conicals. Conicals will take.
They're going to see
15
us
minutes.
from space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're also carbon arcs are hot.
Yeah, but
have to have
Mylar
them.
is incredibly resistant to temperature, isn't it?
yeah, and you can be quite a ways back off from it and still throw light like a sumbitch.
Yeah.
You know the horrible
Reflective
part
as fuck.
with this whole thing?
We're smart enough to do this.
There's a chemist sitting across over there between me and John and her and the rest of these savages.
We can do this in reality.
Yeah, I think we can do this.
Yeah, you all are savages.
I mean, we all have our specialties.
I'm
here,
not
folks.
saying
Okay?
that I'm
not cutting anybody out,
Right.
but
No,
I
yeah.
mean, seriously, if we really, I think back in what was it, one of the first ones we were doing, and it was like, oh yeah, well, it's tear gas and you can't see anything. Junior's like, you can see through tear gas.
I've been no big deal.
Yeah, I have. Like, oh yeah, combat veteran. Shit. Guess these rules fucked me on this
Yeah, you
one.
can't see tear gas.
You can see through it.
Well, then
You
fine.
can
I'm
power
putting
through
4 of
it.
them there.
Right. See, and that's where it just steps up. It's like, I don't know. I think that's why
See through
people
white
get out of
phosphorus,
gaming
bitch.
with adults. do you know what I mean? I think I finally figured it out. I was like, why doesn't a lot of adults do it? And I was like, oh yeah, because the DMs end up shooting those people because they're just like, you fucking shit.
Twilight. Ashcan is being himself and up on a tower looking around with his hunters.
Doc, do we want to loan them some guns?
Not yet.
All right.
They'll end up shooting us.
That's possible. What I am going to do,
I'm going to be up near Ashcan because I can't shoot well and I don't have a lot of strength, but that way I can back him up if necessary.
several of our guns have thermal scopes on them, and we have NV goggles.
Yep, you guys are looking through all that stuff, and Ashcan basically stops you.
I'm going to offer
You hear
Ashcan.
a howl in the distance.
How far off?
You think at least a quarter mile out. And then you hear another
Yeah.
howl in response off a different direction that's closer.
I'll have someone with the thermal scope start scanning out in the area of that first howl, because if they're a mile and a half off, we probably have something that'll reach out and touch them.
Quarter mile.
Or a quarter mile. We got something where you can reach out and touch them.
That's in range.
You don't see anything. They're inside the tree line.
Is there anything for me to shoot at yet?
No, Ashcan's pointing out directions, and when you look out there with any thermal scopes, you don't see anything because it's beyond the trees.
I'm going back down to the truck, and I'm going to bring some gifts for some people.
Okay.
Doc?
Yes.
That 203, here's a couple of flare rounds for it.
All right.
2 flare rounds, 1 HE, and 1 thermite.
Sounds like a party.
Judiciously.
Shit's about to get weird.
Shit's about to get real.
Ooh.
All right,
Okay.
I got something for you.
Okay.
So a long time ago, read this book, a couple of books actually. You get out there, my buddy Doc in Alaska, if he's listening today, he'll know exactly how I'm going to cause you more problems. A long time ago, there was a group of folk called the Ruckers. And the Ruckers were a fascinating bunch. Trackers. They basically did is they tried to keep peace between certain types of clans that went down. And so I've been trying to figure out what you're doing with these giant mutated wolves. And I think I'm on to you with something. So let's see how this goes down.
You hear more wolf cries or howls.
I'm going to be singing to myself a little bit to drown out the cries of the wolves as I'm working on getting everything set up outside.
Quiet.
Wait.
I'm just like humming quietly to myself.
Everybody
like,
can now pinpoint locations. They're in the woods area.
I'm running back down to the vehicle.
I'm
Okay.
so ready to start firing.
They're, from what you can tell, they're all around, but they're not coming out into any area with light.
No, lights are not on. No.
Whoa, wait.
using
Then I'm
LEDs.
inside
They're
the
on.
fucking wall if the lights are not on.
No, we're not going to have you outside until tomorrow.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, well, they're not coming out
You're
into
going to
the
have to
clearing.
put gear together.
Okay.
Nothing's coming out into the clearing yet. Everything is, if you see anything through thermals, it's a glimpse of a heat signature beyond a tree that disappears. They're moving.
Lights don't come on until things get close.
Okay.
I'm wrenching some things off the vehicle.
Some things. Tires? Guy?
What are you getting?
Removing Guy from the bathroom?
No, I'm getting the external PA horns. If I'm not mistaken, the Striker has a pair of horns on top of it.
Like a Viking?
No.
Everybody looking through night vision, please give me an awareness roll. Or observe. I will let you use your observe. How many?
4.
You?
3.
I'm working on
Oh,
something.
there's my observe.
3.
Trace. You want observe or awareness?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whichever you prefer. I will let you abuse your observe skill.
Oh, well, I'm
Use it.
abusing
Because I
it.
personally think that if you're
That's
looking
4
for something,
successes?
you can
Yep.
use
Okay.
observe.
All right, I got 4 successes.
Okay. Everybody who got 3 or more spotted a heat signature that looks like a dog keeping low to the ground by the bush coming out of the wooded area from the north.
Let me know when I have
Ashcan's going to throw a
goodies.
ball at it.
I got 5 successes to take a shot at it with a 308. Or, 308 bolt action.
Who upgraded him?
That's your fault.
Which one of you
guy.
bastards upgraded him?
I don't remember which one I use.
Mind you.
Which one? Which one do I use?
I'm
Your
ready,
gun skill.
My med bag.
No, which weapon? Just because
Oh, you're
it
using
seems
a
to
rifle.
matter.
No. You're using your
I don't-
BMG-50.
Okay, thank you. I don't know which one's a rifle, I guess is what I'm saying.
BMG-50.
Like it,
Ow.
every
motherfucking gun.
time you even
big
touch
motherfucking
it,
gun. Thank you. I will
every time
remember
you
that
touch
now.
it, Ashcan looks at it like it's.
I hit it first.
Yes, you did.
As the dog gets closer, you hear the dog yelling tankety tank.
You hear it
tankety
go.
tank.
Continues to run across and into the woods.
Well, she got an 8.
I got 8 successes.
Oh, you did.
So-
You hit it as well.
She shot it in its asshole.
Hi, Ashcan. This is how it's
Actually,
done.
same leg.
Jesus.
Wherever
She
that
hit
thing
it.
hits is a new asshole.
I took out its
There's a
femoral
mouthful.
artery.
You put it in the shoulder. She put a bigger hole in its shoulder. You saw it. If you hit it, you saw it stumble and get up and try to start moving, and you see her shot hit it and spin it. It is now.
Dead.
No, it's not dead.
Really?
It's not moving.
But I'm pissed. If it's not dead, I'm pissed.
And you're up on the tower with the rest of them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Your ears are
I
ringing.
don't know, I'm
Your
just
ears
shooting
are
from
ringing.
somewhere.
I'm not up there.
This is
Okay.
my
Yeah.
thing. This is all I really do. Is shoot
Everybody
things,
who's
so.
up there, your ears are ringing because someone just set off a freaking cannon.
Whatever. I got a silencer. Or is that him?
And on a BMG 50, you don't.
It says so. It says silencer right here.
Well, it doesn't silence it. It's
I get to move it from one gun to another, right?
It's not as loud as it
They're all
normally would be.
interchangeable. Can't I just use a potato?
Good thing I wasn't up there.
That's something a professional probably would have known to avoid.
So there is a animal that was hit, and it is out there. It's not moving.
That's fine.
Ashcan's leaving it for bait.
And now all the locals are looking around going, what in the hell? Lightning just hit.
You hear more howling, all those of you that can hear.
So me,
What?
dog.
Yes, you hear more howling, large amounts of it now, after the shot went off. Okay? From the woods.
Good.
Anybody doing anything? Or just
Scanning
waiting?
for more targets.
Yeah.
I'm getting my gear together. Let me know when I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm going to be assisting Will.
5 turns.
I've said it before. I will say it once more. My med bag is open and prepared and ready for casualties. I also have my rifle slung and prepared just in case.
I'm assisting Will to lower the rounds that it takes to get prepared.
Ashcan,
Yes.
something just hit the tower.
Like something just hit the tower? Like what?
You're not sure.
What direction did it
Projectile.
come from?
Came
Body
from
of
the
a
south.
wolf.
You're on the southwest tower. It came from the south.
Well, okay, if I can see where it came from, I'm going to see if I can see a target and take
You
a shot.
swing down that direction to look. You see motion out there in the wooded area. You do not get a solid fix.
Does he have the IR too? The glasses?
Yeah,
things?
someone gave him a scope.
And Beach Goggle. Yeah, he's got a monocle.
You do not see anything except for extreme range. You start scanning back towards the west. As it gets further away, it's 1,000 yards out that direction to the woods, and you see a heat signature way out at the edge. If you're going to shoot at it, it's going to be a -20.
I want to shoot at it.
Save the round.
Yeah.
Whoa,
We're also
wait.
trying to draw them out to them.
Oh,
That's
wait.
not a wolf. I can guarantee you that's not a wolf because he's got plans.
Maybe.
Oh, wait.
You see it's at the perimeter out there, and it goes back in. It's too far away to get a good image of what it is.
It's all right. I'll
All right,
wait.
next round.
So we're down to 2.
Down to 2. You see
We're
more.
probably heading
you
back up to the
you
tower
hear
then.
a lot more wolf cries all around. Another wolf. Leah, you see a wolf dart out from the south, about 300 yards out,
Okay.
heading towards the one that's down.
Drop it.
You want me to drop it?
Drop it.
Okay. Fire. It's 6 successes.
I give you too much of a gun and too much of a skill. You were supposed to use it against them. All right.
You created a monster because nobody wants to see Leah no more. They want Poppy. I'm chopped liver.
Yeah, you just poppied its pelvis.
That's what I do. I have that effect on men.
And beasts.
And cucumbers.
Anybody watching sees basically the rear end of this one blow up, and it's laying near the other one.
Where is she?
On the tower, I guess.
Yeah, she's on the same tower as that one, southwest
Yeah.
corner.
We're all 3 because I'm staying near them
Okay.
because I'm kind of weak still.
Dilating or dialing in the oscillator.
We got a problem.
Yeah.
All right.
You got radios, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take up.
You want to key the mic and share?
Yeah. I've got to get the thought process. All right, here. This is what we need to do. We need to put that striker vehicle right in front of that tower.
It's too big to move. It's kind
You're
of
going to
stuck
have to
where
back
it's
out
at. Yeah,
and outside the fence.
It's stuck
And
where it's
open
at.
the gate.
We're gonna have to get it out here.
I don't
They're
think we
trying to
need to
take
pull
her
it
and him
out.
out. That's why they keep hitting that fucking tower.
Is that the one that has a gate in it?
No,
Either
gate's
way.
in between. Gate's in the center of the
We've gotta
west-facing wall.
We've got to get Guy out of the shitter and him to move that fucking rig out. We have to.
You're down on the ground, man.
Is he in
Mike?
the shitter still?
Let's see.
No, you said he had come back. You
said it wasn't that bad.
No, he is not in the shitter anymore.
My gunnery
says
skills
on.
are pretty good. Should I go with him and
Yes.
get in the
Yeah,
guns?
you need to get him
Okay.
up on
Yes.
that gun because the whole idea is they're going to try to take you guys out.
They can try.
Is this over the radio?
No,
Are we
that-
hearing this?
Oh,
What-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying is they're going to fuck with that tower. They're actually trying to get to you. Okay, that vehicle's got lights on it too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we
Well,
need to
some
light these
I
fuckers
swiped
up.
a few off.
Well, it can still light everything up that we need.
Oh, yeah.
We got a clear,
Like day.
clear kill zone.
Like
You want me to
day.
keep plugging away at these guys, though, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
If we light up before they're near, though, we have a good. We're a target then.
We already are a target.
But
that's not an
that's
issue.
an armored target versus
All right.
those two in the sky.
Guy is currently arguing with the guards near the gate. They're saying,
You want us to do what? We're not opening this.
Do you want me to take them out?
Charlie, that's where you come in.
I think it's time to open the gate. If you want your asses saved, you need to open that gate.
No.
Then we're going to go through it.
Fine.
you suck.
I know.
Who saved you last time? We've earned a little trust.
All right. You open the gate. You can convince them to open it. They will only open it long enough for the vehicle to get out, and they're going to slam it shut.
That
That's
was
wise.
the idea.
Okay.
And you guys are all going to be on the outside?
And
Just
that's-
in the
no,
vehicle.
No.
Guy and me. I'm in the gun.
I'm still outside. I'm out there because I'm going to provide the medical support. And if they start getting too close in, then I can open up. But I think the whole idea that we need to address more than anything is in case they start rushing across the horizon en masse, we also need to find a place that we can get into and drive through the fuckers. Make sense?
Yep.
How tall is this tower we're on?
About 40 feet, 50 feet.
That's round
And
0.
we're going around to the front of that tower, so we're guarding that tower specifically.
Yeah, well, you're kind of being interrupted because the striker is pulling away from you. Or if you're on top of it, you're doing this on the outside of the striker as it leaves.
Well, I'm inside. I'm in the guns.
Okay.
What I need will run off batteries.
Okay.
I pulled it specifically to run on batteries. That's why.
Striker lights up.
Until next time?
No. The last thing we're going to do, 22 kilohertz, as loud as those damn things will kick out. I've got one, Alex has got the other, and we're going to let them have it with ultrasonic.
As soon as the striker pulls out, all the howling stops.
They are way smarter than I want them to be.
That's okay.
Oh, I agree.
Any shots coming up?
No.
Okay.
You see no motion anywhere in the field.
That's okay.
Anybody checking on, looking in the direction of the downed ones?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we're checking back on those. I want to see if they get up on their own.
You roll to see if, let's see if you actually caught it happening.
Observe or?
Yeah.
Well, one success.
One success?
I think so.
You watch them safely get out. You guys were covering the entrance, and you turn to look, and they're gone.
The bodies?
The bodies are gone.
What
the heat signatures are gone.
What'd you get, Ashcan?
Like where their
I
bodies
didn't see
were
Yes.
on the ground isn't
where the
even
bodies,
warm?
Where the bodies were, you had heat signatures where the bodies were. They are now gone. You'd have to get a lot closer to see the signature on the ground.
the differentiation. Okay.
They're not there.
What the fuck
It's
did they
now
do?
quiet.
Refrigerate the place after they left? Like, how's that work?
They weren't there long enough to leave much of a signature.
They got fur. It's very
Fuck, did you
it's
see them?
Eerily quiet.
No. Turning off the oscillator.
I'm in the big gun scanning.
Next one we drop, one of us does not take eyes
Do you
off
have
it.
gunnery?
I do have
Yes,
gunnery.
she does.
Good. She won't blow up the village.
Well, here's the thing.
What mode did you last leave it in?
Single.
Did you leave it in that, or did you still have it in full auto on the grenade launcher?
No, I racked it back over to single on the 20.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because we were resetting everything.
Okay.
Remember when I said I went back over the vehicle again? Yeah.
I just want her flashbang just so she's hold down the trigger and does a death blossom.
No.
Wow.
We need that ammo for other stuff.
I've had pain meds and alcohol, probably. No.
Oh, yeah, lots of alcohol. I forgot about that.
I've had a bit of alcohol. Not a lot.
Well, all
right.
you need now is a cigarette, and you got BATF covered.
There you go.
What are you guys doing?
Still observing. I got one
waiting for a
success.
shot.
One success. Watching,
observe?
waiting.
When I turn off the
7 successes.
when I turn off the ultrasonic jammer, do they start howling again?
No, they're still quiet. Leah, you saw one in the tree line. You think you might be able to get a shot. Minus 40 to hit.
Minus 40.
Minus 40.
Save the round.
We'll save it, yeah. I mean, I'd only be rolling
You
under
don't think that
59.
it's not, they're moving between trees. They're just happen to be closer where you could try to time it, but you would, very difficult. Would you roll?
I have one success.
Let him know where I'm seeing motion, too.
Okay. He didn't see it.
Well, I'll start watching that area, too.
Okay. No, the howling does not start back up, and you don't hear any more activity after you turn those off. And I'm assuming that a guy went out without the lights on. They're not on.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to turn them back on and sweep from 22K up to 40.
Okay.
And if I get a point where I hear a yip, I'm going to note what that frequency is.
Nothing.
They're dogs. They can hear it.
They got hearing
You know
protection.
what? I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
They can choose to. They can choose to respond.
I think that's not necessarily choose to respond.
It
I think
jams
what
their
they're doing.
communication.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. So, you think you could? You think you could talk over that frequency?
Yeah, that's simple enough. That's just a frequency doubler. I just got to jack a mic.
Now they're passing
Yeah.
notes. Just so you know.
I'm going to set it to a frequency they can hear, say 2224K.
Okay.
Using the mechanics in the machine, it's easy enough to run a frequency multiplier. 2 words in the frequency they can hear. I'm going to turn off the oscillator. Let it be, 4 or 5 seconds of silence. Let's parlay.
No reaction.
Guy, can you see anything from where you are?
Nothing on thermals.
A.
Anything on the...
There is activity in the woods. You know that they're still out there. They're not making noise anymore, and they're not getting closer.
Adjust it up.
Okay. We'll bounce up another 4K and do it again.
And then drop low.
So jump to like 28K, and then I'll do it again at standard frequency, and then we'll drop it an octave.
And then
that it seems that they're moving further out.
Drop it down to drop D.
Drop D tuning.
He's not tuning it.
No. But he needs to.
They're horns. They won't do low.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, they'll do high. They're PA horns. They'll do high. They'll go up probably 50K.
Right, we need to make some.
A Sam Squatch comes out of the woods, female, looking for a ash can.
What?
I shoot it in the face.
When you went higher, they moved out further.
Well, we'll keep going higher.
They hear it.
Yeah, they don't like it.
They don't like it.
All right.
You're noticing that they don't hang around with the vehicle.
They know what that is.
So, we've done...
I think we just figured out where we're parking.
To Morrow's End is played with the Morrow Project version 4.0 game system, available from Timeline Ltd. at www.timelineltd.com. We also use with permission the ambient sound collection from tabletopaudio.com. Check them out for a ton of ambient soundscapes for your tabletop RPG sessions. Until next time,